Listen, I count declines as responses because that means somebody had to access it or somebody had to do something with that job. Because I wouldn't use it now, child. No, we trying to get 6 figures around here. We ain't trying to use that right now. I don't know who they playing with. But if you just starting out or you're too good on the computer, you can use it. Okay. People will be like, I don't want to post on there, or I don't want to put my picture or whatever. Listen, as long as you got that profile right and you got it with the right words, like keywords for your career, we can still find you. I can't tell you how many people I found that didn't have a picture or that didn't ever post. Now, when I reach out to you, I just need you to respond. So you got to pay attention to your messages. I get a fake interview and then I got a fake job offer. And the fake job offer turned into a fake onboarding. I was like, what's going on right now? Hey y'all, this is Tamika, the face behind Heyyy HR, and we're gonna talk about the 6 most popular job search sites that you need to know. And I'll say you need to know because that's where the jobs are saturated, but I already gave y'all different places in my previous video. I'll put that video here. I'll put the link down in the comments where there are some where you can find that it's less applicants, right? So the ones that I'm gonna go over are kind of the most popular ones. So they're gonna have jobs saturated through them all the time. They're gonna provide a lot of catered features like sending you emails on whatever basis you like, if it's daily, if it's weekly, if it's monthly. They're also going to give you alerts, and they're also going to kind of have a bit of an ATS inside and give you acknowledgments whenever like the employer reads your application or access your application, things like that. So I always tell people when you're doing a job search, like do yourself a favor and make sure that like you keep track of your jobs and where you apply to them. Because if these job search sites doesn't bring you value, you're not getting responses at all. Listen, I count declines as responses because that means somebody had to access it or somebody had to do something with that job. So if you're not getting any responses at all, if you find yourself not getting interviews, you're not getting like even what we call briefings or what have you, where we ask you a few questions. If you're not getting job offers, things like that, then you want to kind of start veering away from that job search board and start using other ones. So we're going to go over 6 of them. Get ready to write some notes. I'm going to try to put the links, or at least I'm going to put the logos to these companies in here. And I want you to dive on in. So if you want to know 6 places to find a job, a career, an opportunity, then keep watching. The first we all know about, and it's Indeed. I'm not saying that in a way that Indeed is bad. I just feel like it's saturated. I will say that there are a lot of companies that depend solely on Indeed. There are tons. So I don't want to discredit it. It does have a website and an app. So I like that about Indeed because you can literally manually do things from your phone. You don't always have to go into the computer. I remember when Indeed first started, and like initially you always had to go to the website. So I like that now they have the app. I can get alerts from that app. I can create a resume within Indeed on the app or online. I can download it as a PDF and use it for job applications. It's not the best format. Let me be clear. If you have absolutely no resume techniques, you have no knowledge of resumes, you did not look at any of my resume playlists that has over 10 videos in each playlist, and you just want the easy way out, go with Indeed's resume. I guess check the description box. I'm gonna put the links to the resume playlist down there, but they make resumes as well, just so you know. It has 4.09 million searches per month. So that means a lot of people using Indeed, child. They're searching primarily to find Indeed. They're searching the words Indeed jobs and Indeed. And that brings about 45.5 million per month searches on just those words. So like I already told you, it creates the resumes. It automates the follow-up emails for employers. It automates follow-up emails for job seekers. And it can be used as an applicant tracking system for recruiters, just in case you don't have an applicant tracking system, or you're a small company, a new company, and now you're a little confused on what's going on. I also like that it can purge applications into the company ATS. So if you have an ATS already, I know that it'll do it for JobVite and a few others. So it can literally like purge these applications in there for you. So there goes Indeed. You know, Indeed is the most popular. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one out there for you guys because we want to get through these everyday ones so that we can talk about some real ones, right? Because Indeed is good. It's just everybody's there. I think that the competition is just high. I like to mix it with competition is high as well as competition is low. So our next job board is ZipRecruiter. And I know y'all heard of this already. And people still using ZipRecruiter? A lot of companies are using ZipRecruiter. A lot of staffing agencies are using ZipRecruiter. Staffing agencies are not a bad place to find a job or start your career. They can start you somewhere temporarily. You work for the staffing agency. It doesn't work out. You don't have to feel like you got fired or leave. You can just disappear to the next opportunity. But they use ZipRecruiter a lot. It also has an embedded ATS. It also has a website as well as an app. So you can do it from your mobile phone or any other device. And it has about 823,000 searches per month. That's a lot of searches. It's not like in Indeed, right? But I do want you to know that it takes your resume and it matches with several jobs that it has without you having to apply. So sometimes they can match you and sometimes they can just automatically send you alerts based on your resume, based on your searches in their system on what jobs might fit you even if you haven't found that job. As a company, as an employer, you can use ZipRecruiter as your tool to post jobs. And if you have an HRS, even an ATS that posts the jobs to your company's website, you don't have to do anything with ZipRecruiter because ZipRecruiter is going to scrub that website however often you want it to scrub that website. So when you update it, eventually that information is going to go over to ZipRecruiter and that job's going to be posted on your behalf. So it's not manually doing anything. It can be used as an ATS as well. It has a built-in ATS. It might not be as fine-tuned as like a JobVite or a Paycom or any other system that you may have used. All kinds of names coming to me. Greenhouse is another one. There's so many different ATSs that you may use. And if you already had that experience, this might seem like a little dumbed down version. But if you don't have the budget, it's a good version. So it focuses on diverse marketing. So it really, I can't tell you how many times, I think it's been years that I've been hearing Steve Harvey Show talk about ZipRecruiter. So I noticed that it's very targeted to diverse audiences. So if you're trying to hit that diversity thing, regardless of what's going on in the federal government right now, you're like, we're going to stay to diversity and hire diverse candidates, then ZipRecruiter is a good option. Now your next option for finding jobs is going to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not only just like a professional social media platform. It's not only a place where you can find candidates, but you also have job postings there from companies that may be having a recruiter look for you or not. I think when it comes to job search, LinkedIn is a little bit more diverse as far as being able to cater the job seeker as well as the employer. Let me say that. Diverse as in catering both sides of the job search process. So it's a website as well as an app, and it can be used as an AI tool and an applicant tracking system. It's a very different applicant tracking system, very different from any of the others, from your standardized applicant tracking system or ATS and from your standardized or the other job boards that I mentioned. LinkedIn doesn't just post it as a job. You post jobs as like a project, and then you do like Boolean searches inside. And if you like to make what the hell are Boolean searches, then I did a video on what Boolean searches are and like how you use AI to find candidates. And so I'll put both of those videos in the description box because LinkedIn really is one of the main places that I've used that lets you kind of use AI and Boolean searches to find your right candidates. It also will purge the candidates into your applicant tracking system as well, just like Indeed. And so I like that as well. So you just search LinkedIn jobs or go to the LinkedIn jobs tab and you can search the job title you're looking for. You can search the location. You can do it almost like how you would do a Google job search. It has about 673,000 searches per month. People mainly search for it in Google as LinkedIn job search. And that gives about 14,800 different searches per month. So it's a very, very busy platform as well. Obviously not as busy as ZipRecruiter or Indeed, right? So we kind of shrinking down a little bit. And then it creates a resume for you. That resume looks a little bit better than Indeed, I will say. Like, I personally prefer to make my own because I'm targeting six-figure jobs. I'm looking at global jobs. I kind of prefer the tech industry right now. I know that I'm coming up against a lot of competition. So I prefer to literally create my resumes from Word, from scratch, no templates, no nothing. But if I were to say, okay, I need a quick resume earlier in my career, I would use LinkedIn's resume. Because I wouldn't use it now, child. No, we trying to get six figures around here. We ain't trying to use that right now. I don't know who they playing with. But if you just starting out or you're too good on the computer, you can use it. Okay. And then it can easily be searched by unique factors and companies whenever a recruiter searches for you. People will be like, I don't want to post on there, or I don't want to put my picture or whatever. Listen, as long as you got that profile right and you got it with the right words, like keywords for your career, we can still find you. I can't tell you how many people I found that didn't have a picture or that didn't ever post. Now, when I reach out to you, I just need you to respond. So you got to pay attention to your messages. That's why I like that it's an app, because you can get alerts from the LinkedIn app that tell you have a new message, because you don't want to miss those recruiter messages. And I have a whole LinkedIn series on like how to navigate your way around LinkedIn. So I'll definitely put that not only probably at the end of this video, I might, but I definitely will put the link to it down in the description box. In addition to that, I have a LinkedIn checklist. So if you want to make your profile a little bit better, because recruiters, we literally find you in there, then I'll definitely put the LinkedIn checklist down in the description box as well. It's absolutely free. And what it'll do is say you kind of what to do with your LinkedIn profile. So there goes LinkedIn. Now we got 6 of them we going through. We already went through 3. So now let's go into number 4. Number 4 is Simply Hired. And I like Simply Hired because it is pretty easy to use. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit newer. It's definitely smaller than the previous ones. It doesn't have an app, but it does have a website. And you can just search like Simply Hired, or most people search Simply Hired. And it comes up to about 301,000 people per month that search that and find that website. They also search Simply Hired remote jobs. So you can find remote jobs there as well. Typically that search only about 1,900 times per month. So this is a smaller job board than the others we've talked about. So I would definitely, if I was, looking for a job right now, if I'm searching, I'm really trying to find one, I would go there, because 9 times out of 10, there's going to be less candidates. Sometimes that doesn't always mean that there's less job postings. That just means that there's probably less candidates. Now, it could be less job postings, but it depends on the job, depends on the industry, depends on so many different factors. Check out Simply Hired, because honestly, I like when there's like less people looking for it. Just less people applying, child. All right, the next one, not so much. It's a little bit bigger than Simply Hired. So let's go on to number 5. Number 5 is Career Builder. Career Builder is it's been around for a long time. Now, before I dive into all these benefits of Career Builder and start telling y'all all about it, I really got to make sure that y'all know that Career Builder is not my favorite. I have gotten spam interviews through Career Builder. I've gotten tons of spam emails. I've gotten spam phone calls. So I don't know if they've fixed that now, because I think the last time I tried Career Builder might have been 2021. I haven't tried them since, because after I I got a fake job. I get a fake interview, and then I got a fake job offer. And the fake job offer turned into a fake onboarding. I was like, what's going on right now? So anyhow, I just said that to say that Career Builder is not my favorite, but I do like that it has an app and a website. When people search for Career Builder, there's about 201,000 people still searching for it per month. So it's doing something right for folks. I wasn't excited. I wasn't thrilled. Like I said, it can be spammy. It has a lot of pop-ups. It has auto opt-ins. It has fake interviews. It has fake job offers. So tread lightly. Make sure you got your spam blocker up. Make sure you have your McAfee or whatever other protection software up to date. You done paid the bill on that, because you really gonna need it for that website. But in my opinion, I feel like Career Builder has declined along with Monster. Monster is very kind of started that way and just started falling apart. And I feel like that's the direction Career Builder is going in. Somebody got to tell me something different, because that's just the way I feel right now. It came up low in the app search. If you go to look for an app, it does have an app, but it came up low. You know how you do an app search like in your phone? You go and search in your app section, your app store on your iPhone, and like you might search Career Builder. Well, it took me some scrolling before I found it. So that tells you how many people downloading it. It's not a big fan's favorite. But that's number 5. And that doesn't tell us to step away from number 6. So let's go into number 6. Number 6 is Glassdoor. I know y'all didn't think about looking for jobs on Glassdoor, and I get it. I'll be honest with you. I talk about Glassdoor on so many of my videos, but I always tell you to use it to research a company. But it also has job postings there. It doesn't give as many, in my opinion, as others. It really lets the companies kind of cater their profile, almost like a website in their platform. I think a lot of people pay Glassdoor a ton of attention because Glassdoor has the best places to work. And so it really kind of helps companies not only get publicized as being the best places to work, but to get feedback from their company through a third party. So I think that's what's really helped Glassdoor a lot. And I think employees like that. They can, talk about the company on there. It has an app, it has a website, it has a job board, and it has a feedback community. Now it is not as searched, and I only searched Glassdoor job search, and it came up 6,600 viewers searched that per month. I didn't search actually Glassdoor. But, having 6 different places to find job opportunities is always going to work in your favor. So kind of test them out, keep track of these jobs and see which ones are bringing you the best results. And I suggest that you move forward with that. You know what? If you're new here, I eat and breathe HR. I talk about it all the time. I have tons of experience in HR and I absolutely love it. So you're going to get tons of HR knowledge here. For those of you who are returning, you already know what time it is. I'm bringing you nothing but the goodness. Look out for even more videos. I thank y'all so much for coming here. Please do me a favor. If you're new or if you're not, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That really helps my channel. And I literally cannot wait to see y'all on the next video.